So I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm a huge Wild Turkey fanboy. Not only do they make what are, in my opinion, some of the best valued whiskeys out there, they also have the Rare Breed, which, irrespective of how you may feel about it, is important because it was one of the first, if not the first, cask-strength whiskeys to hit the market way back in 1991. And now, for the first time ever, we have a Rare Breed Rye. It's a blend of 4, 6, and 8-year-old rye whiskeys, clocks in at 112.2 proof, and I'm told is a permanent expression, which is great news if you're a whiskey nerd. And I am excited to try it. Not surprisingly, this is very hot on the nose. Lots of pastry and caramel, loads of baking spice. Also apple spice. I get leather further down. This might not be the best glass to nose this because I almost can't get past the heat. But what's done is done. Oh, yes. Big apple pie and pastry notes up front. Loads of baking spice and the ever so subtle whisper of grape jelly, if you can believe that. This is not as oily or viscous as I thought it would be, nor is it as spicy as a lot of other ryes I've had, but it does explode with flavor. After sitting with this for a minute, I can't get past how bourbon-like it is. It doesn't have that same rye spiciness as some of the other ryes in the Wild Turkey line, but it does have tremendous depth of flavor. Dense, but not aggressive. And don't forget the burn. I kind of like it, but I'm going to add a couple drops of water to it just to see what happens.
12 seconds later.
Nose opens up a little, but it still is tremendously hot. A little bit smoother, but adding water does impart this kind of creamy mouthfeel, which is kind of nice. And now that it's had a little bit of time to open up with a few drops of water, some of that characteristic rye spiciness does come through. And the fruit flavors are way expanded as well. So to answer the question, is this the best rye ever? I would say no. I'm a big fan of Angel's Envy rye, but having been finished in Caribbean rum casks, of course I'm going to like it because I'm a huge rum nerd. But I am loath to compare that to this because having been finished in rum barrels, it makes it kind of a different animal. But I also don't know that I like this more than some of the Russell's Reserve ryes that I've had. At the end of the day, maybe the best rye I've ever had was at the Wild Turkey facility straight out of the barrel. And if you think it's crazy to compare this to that experience, it is. It's totally not fair. But if you ever visit Wild Turkey, you'll have whiskey straight out of the barrel and you'll see what I mean. I know I sound like I'm kind of shitting on this, but I'm not. It's actually quite good. I don't know how you would define premium rye, but I think this qualifies. Not the best rye on the planet, but highly recommended. If you want to see my take on another bottle of rye that's relatively new to the market, you can click here. If you like what I do, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Cheers.
Turn camera.